Now it's time to install your cabinet hardware. We will go over installing handles and knobs on doors before going into installing handles and knobs on your drawers. Feel free to skip to whatever section applies to you. We won't need much for this. As always, you can find all the links to the tools we use in this installation here on our website. First, we have handles on doors. We are first going to need to take our center to center distance of the handle. This is the distance in between the two screw holes. We set the gray circles on the jig to line up with our handle holes. We're then going to mark a black line at the bottom of the jig in line with the center of each gray circle. Now, I need to adjust the depth of the jig to land in the middle of our rail. I take the width of the rail at 2 inches. I want this handle to land right in the middle at the 1 inch mark. So I will adjust the back, lock the settings into place, and our jig is ready for drilling. I will place the jig on our door and clamp it into place. This is where we want our black line and the bottom gray circle to line up with the intersection of the bottom and the side rail. As long as you do this around the kitchen, your handles will look consistent. I'll grab our drill and go right into our gray circles through the door. I'll then thread our handle into place. Same thing with the neighboring door. You can find everything we use here at the link down below. We're going to start with our painter's tape on the bottom corners of the door. I then grab our square and line that up with the bottom rail. Drawing a pencil line across, giving us our vertical marking. Now I need to check the vertical rail width to get our horizontal location. We have 2 inches here. So I will mark this at 1 inch on both doors at the center. You can now see that we have our X. So we get to drilling. Remove the tape thread in the handle, and then tighten. Your handles are installed. Next, we go over how to install knobs on drawer fronts. We'll do this on the top 2 drawers. We start by putting our painter's tape in the middle of the drawer face. I will then take our vertical measurement. The drawer face is 6 inches tall, so I know I want our knob at 3 inches. I'll put this same marking on the second drawer. Now I take our horizontal measurement. This drawer face is 12 inches wide, so I know I want our knob at the 6 inch mark, right in the center. You can see where we have our X, or our drill location on both doors, so I get to drilling. Top and bottom, we remove our painter's tape, thread in the knobs and then secure with a screwdriver. Continue this around your kitchen, finding the center of each drawer face. Last but not least, we have our handles on drawer fronts. This will be different for smaller drawers versus larger drawers, so be sure to take note of both. For smaller drawers, we could use our Kreg jig. Our gray circles will already be adjusted to fit our handles from the doors, but what we will have to change is the height or depth setting. This drawer front is 6 inches in height, so I will want to set the jig to 3 inches deep. I will place the jig on top of the drawer front and make sure that each gray circle is the same distance from the edge of the drawer face, ensuring that we are centered. I lock this jig into place and drill through the gray circles through the drawer front. Now before I install the handle, I will drill the holes for our larger drawer so I could use the holes we just made as markings. Our bottom drawer at 12 inches high is going to be too tall to use our Kreg jig, which only adjusts to 5 inches in height. So we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. We will put our painter's tape in the middle of the drawer front and steal the horizontal hole locations from the drawer above, transferring them to the bottom drawer. I will then take our vertical measurement. This is a 12-inch high drawer, so we will make our vertical markings at 6 inches. Giving us our drill locations. I dry run the handle to make sure, and then I get to drilling. I remove the painter's tape and then I will thread in the handles. Finally, securing them in with a screwdriver. And there you have it, our handles are installed.